Hello, this is Amy, the hybrid administrator for Rudolf, the tall white alien. We are pleased to share with you these extremely powerful amulets coming from our tall white race tracing back many thousands of years. You will be protected from a myriad of things including disease, harm, and bad luck. Inquire to possess one for your own benefit.
Greetings, my human friends. This is Rudolf of Germany, the tall white alien. Today I would like to remind you that the destiny of your life lies in your own hands. You may say, I know that already. But even if you say that, I'm sure you're not quite convinced about this fact. Because if you would, for most of you, life would have turned out differently. Now, in the old days, pre-dawn, the first humans were too occupied to think about matters of magic, mental strength, and forming your very personal life and world in a matter which would please you, comfort you, and make all your wishes come true. Only later, when man was not only occupied in trying to find shelter, food, and safety, only later the human brain was idle enough to start finding different kinds of philosophies, religions, and forms of living together in peace. Only at these times, man thought how to manipulate his own destiny to more than bare survival. And there were some of you, your forebears, who resorted to religion. The simplest of all philosophies and the simplest of all ways how to find comfort. You believe in a higher being, you pray to that being and hope for the best. Others thought they had to take things into their own hands. So they tried something which is a form of manipulation of reality called magic. They thought, even with the help of entities outside of themselves, there was the very primitive beginning, to manipulate ghosts, gods, demons, and deities, try to influence them, to bend their will, to serve them. And did it work? Well, it certainly did. But all of this was based on a complete misunderstanding. What the people of the Middle Ages and even after, and even today, believe in when they do magical reads and operations is nothing more than still reaching back into primitive times if you do not exactly know what you're doing and why magic may work. Magic does not depend on any gods, deities, demons, and spirits other than your own. And all the tools which you may involve in a spiritual operation are only crutches for your mind to stay focused. Real magic is based only on one fact, and that is, and supposed to be in the near future more understood, a purely scientific fact. The human mind is capable of bending reality to its will, only depending on the degree of its intent. The one who has trained his mind in a way to visualize certain outcomes will definitely, depending on the degree of visualization and intent, reach that goal. That's the whole secret of dreaming, which we, the tall white aliens, are talking about. If you have a clear picture of something in the mind which is supposed to happen in your life, and you give it a necessary intent and repeat it on a daily basis and visualize the outcome like it is already happening, it will come into reality. Because the mind is the only creator in this universe, and each one of you has a mind. How strong or how weak this mind is depends on several factors, of course. But through training, each one's mind can be strengthened, can be clarified. Each one of you can, through certain practices, and I outlined these practices in different forms in the past. Each one of you can strengthen their mind, heighten their DNA, and become a magical practitioner, which is nothing but a person with a strong mind and visualization. Everything you put your mind on, may it be, and there is the warning, may it be to the betterment of yourself or to your destruction, will come true. If you have a negative outlook on life, no matter how much good happened to you, you will always encounter, in the end, negative circumstance. If you have a basically positive outlook on life, use the methods which I have explained in the past. Strengthen your mind, and particularly the intent and visualization abilities. And as a positive person, you will have positive results in your life. This is all true magic. There's nothing more to it. Certainly, as an intelligent human being, you will know that you can train your mind, focus your mind much better with certain operations. You can call upon the spirits of nature which exist and include them in your mental picture. Ask them for assistance because they exist. The air exists, there's no doubt in anybody's mind. Water exists and the earth exists. And there are so many creatures, not only visible and spiritual, but in different dimensions, which will be able to get in contact with you and may even give you a hand or two when it comes to your personal development. But keep in mind, your destiny is in your own hands and in nobody else's. In that what you believe very, very strongly, that is which will come to pass and nothing else. As I said before, if you believe you're poor, you certainly are poor. If you have no money and say, well, I am broke, but I'm a rich person, you certainly will get out of that situation as well. So will any situation in your life be able to be turned around to the better. That's my message for today. And I told you this many times before, but you always forget again. Lament about your circumstances which are being forced upon you from the outside world. Trust me, there is no outside world. It's only your dream, your very own dream you're living. So give it a bend